So, with Steph Curry having another historical season, I want to compare it to his other historical season. His other historical season being the 2016 year. The year him and the Warriors went 73-9. So, let's get right into it. In Steph Curry's 2016 year, he was able to put up 30 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. He also averaged 2 steals that year. And he shot 50, 45, and 90, and have a true shooting percentage of 66.9. But let's go into a little bit more depth about this season and talk about the games he had. Starting off with the game he had against the Magic, where he had 51 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. He had an amazing 10 threes that game, only missing 5 of them, going 10 for 15 from 3. He had a shooting percentage of 74, 66% from 3, and 100% from free throw. Now let's look at the game he had against OKC. This game was a very iconic night for Steph Curry. He had 46 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists with 2 steals. He had 12 threes that night, only missing 4 shots, going 12 for 16, which put him at 75% from 3. He also had this iconic moment during this game. And now let's look at Steph's next game. In the game against the Orlando Magic, Steph Curry had 41 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals. He shot 58, 53, and 100% from the field. Now let's look at another game. Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors go against the Portland Trail Blazers. In that game, Steph Curry had 34 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists, while hitting 7 threes that night. Now let's move on to the game he had against the Suns. Against the Phoenix Suns, Steph Curry had 35 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. And against them, he had 7 threes. So now let's move on to the last regular season game uncovered. Against the Memphis Grizzlies, Steph Curry had 46 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. He also had 2 steals during that game, and 10 threes. But now, since I covered the games he did during the regular season, let's talk about how he ended his season off. During this season, Steph Curry was able to win his second MVP. And he led the league in scoring, led the league in steals, made his 3rd All-Star game, and led the league in free throw percentage. Doing it for the 3rd time at this point in his career. But now let's look at Steph Curry playoff. In the first round, Steph Curry was only able to play 2 games. And in those 2 games, Steph Curry was able to average 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. So now let's move on to the second round. In the second round, Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors played the Damian Lillard-led Portland Trail Blazers. In that round, Steph Curry averaged 34 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds. With game 1, him having 40 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. So now let's move on to the Western Conference Final. In the Western Conference Finals, the Golden State Warriors played the OKC Thunder. And this series was a different series for Steph Curry and the Warriors. Coming into Game 5, the Golden State Warriors were down 3-1 in the series. And it doesn't look like they'll be able to make the finals for the 2nd year in a row. But Steph Curry and the Warriors had different plans. In Game 5, Steph Curry had 31 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 steals. Then in Game 6, Steph Curry had 31 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. And now we move to Game 7. Game 7, of course, being win or go home. And in Game 7, Steph Curry had 36 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. And now the Warriors advanced to their 2nd NBA Finals in a row. And Steph Curry won his 2nd Western Conference Finals. So now let's move on to the greatest finals in NBA history. The 2016 NBA Finals, where the Golden State Warriors played the Cleveland Cavaliers. In this series, the Warriors are the favorite to win it all. The team with the back-to-back MVP and a 73-9 record. So now let's see what Steph did during the finals. In Game 1 of the NBA Finals, Steph Curry has 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he shot 26% from the field. But let's move past this game and go on to Game 2. In Game 2, Steph Curry has 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. Had a better shooting performance, shooting 63% from the field. But he only took 11 shots that night. So now let's move on to Game 3. In Game 3, Steph Curry had 19 points, 1 rebound, and 3 assists. And 6 turnovers that game. But let's look at Game 4. In Game 4 of the NBA Finals, Steph Curry had 38 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. A pretty good bounce back game for Steph Curry. And now the Warriors are able to go up 3-1 in the series. But now let's look at Game 5. In a closeout game against the Cleveland Cavaliers, Steph Curry has 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists, with 3 blocks. But that just wasn't enough, and the Warriors lose Game 5. So now let's look at Game 6, where Steph Curry closed out the Cleveland Cavaliers. In Game 6, Steph Curry has 30 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. But with that stat line, the Golden State Warriors are not able to close out the Cleveland Cavaliers. And now we take it to a Game 7. In a closeout Game 7, Steph Curry has 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And with that, the Cleveland Cavaliers win the 2016 NBA Championship, which goes down as the greatest championship in NBA history. Besides the blown 3-1 lead this year, Steph Curry's 2016 season was basically perfect. Had the greatest record in NBA history, won a back-to-back MVP, and led his team to the finals. But now let's look at his 2022 year. In Steph Curry's 2022 year, he averaged 25 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And let's list off some of the things he won this year. Let's start off with the record he broke. This year, he broke the record for most threes in NBA history. And then he went on that season to win All-Star Game MVP. And then after that, he went on to win the NBA Finals, with that being his 4th NBA title. And he won his first Finals MVP. So let's talk about this season a little bit more in depth. Not as in depth as his 2016 season, because this season just recently happened. So I'm going to start off with his playoff run. In the playoffs, Steph Curry averaged 27 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. His best game of this playoff run was against the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. He had 43 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. And with that, the Warriors were able to beat the Boston Celtics in Game 4. Another notable game came during the finals. In Game 1 of the NBA Finals, Steph Curry had 34 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, with 3 steals to go along with that. And now let's talk about Steph Curry Game 6 in the NBA Finals. In Game 6 of the NBA Finals, Steph Curry had 34 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists with 2 steals. And with that, was able to cap off the Celtics and Steph Curry win his 4th NBA title. with that being the Warriors' 4th title in 8 years. And now Steph Curry gets to celebrate his first Finals MVP. So this video wasn't really to compare the season, it was just to talk about it. I really enjoyed both of these seasons equally. But if I had to compare the season, I would say 16 Steph was better than 22 Steph. But of course, both were spectacular. But that's all I got for this video. I'm out.